Let's start this dumb fucking bitch. I'm gonna beat my donkey ass. Of course you are, you fucking.
But not to any of the minor characters. I only dated.
So you mean
adults.
all of the characters?
No,
except for like 3?
You know, I didn't touch any of the minors. Wait.
What a great way to start the stream. Hey everybody, JJ doesn't touch minors.
I wanted to say I only dated a hot nurse and the fucking teacher. That's all I dated in Persona 5. I didn't touch anyone in the high school range in Persona 5 in the game, not in real life.
JJ, that hole you're digging is mighty fucking deep.
Can we start over?
Nope, I'm not doing that. You're gonna live with it. You're gonna live with the shame of what you just said.
Great.
So hello everybody. Welcome to another Black Hudson stream. I am one of your hosts, Peter.
That is.
And I'm another one of your hosts, JJ. And today we're doing garbage take because, you know,
we ran out of ideas.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talk about
Kingdom Hearts. No.
Well, kinda. We're gonna be talking about our 3x3 gaming favorites. Kind of similar to what we did last time with the manga. We both did our own tier list. I keep saying tier lists. We both did our own 3x3s, and we will be talking about the ones that we have agreed upon that we both have similar, and the rest we'll kind of let each other talk and explain why we like them and all that. I think we're going to kind of mesh a little bit with Halo 3 and Reach.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we have very different things on our tier lists. They're not the same. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun talk, fun conversation. And yeah, JJ, thoughts before we start?
Yeah. These are objectively the best, like not subjectively. So like these are fact, and like if anyone's like, oh, well, I think like Halo 4 or the first Halo is better, then you're wrong, because this is an objective list, which means it's factual, which means your opinions are wrong. So
yeah, so if you have an opinion, shut the fuck up in the comments.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the stream, but before we start,
that's always the exact opposite. Whenever YouTubers do lists, they're like, remember guys, this is just my opinion, it's very subjective, like if you disagree, leave a comment below. But over here we're just like, if it's not on the list, then your list is wrong.
Like you are bad at coming up with an opinion.
Yeah.
You are not good at it.
You are factually incorrect.
You're actually a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're so stupid.
We went to Harvard, okay?
You know what? We both watched Rick and Morty 3 times and were able to write thesis papers on them.
On each episode.
And what the fuck have you done other than pick your ass and pick your nose and eat shit?
Yeah, you mean like Destiny players?
Yeah, I'm going to learn about that a little bit, right? So before we start, JJ wanted to,
we need to
touch base about the code behind the website.
Okay, so how to create code, Java 101. So what you're going to do...
Dude, I had to do PowerShell scripting.
I was doing...
for my job recently.
I've been learning Linux, and I want to Baja blast my brains out.
Why are you learning Linux?
Because to create servers and stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. It fucking sucks.
Sounds like a waste of time if you ask me.
Well, I want to go into networking, so it's not really.
Then you should get your Network Plus.
Well, I need to get my comp ITA first, right?
You need your A+.
Yeah, I need my A+ first.
I'm taking that exam on Sunday.
Oh, nice.
And if it passes, I'll be A+ certified.
Yeah, so far...
You also don't
reading up on it.
You also don't need A+ to take net.
Yeah, but it's just kind of...
But it's part of the sequence.
Yeah.
A+, then net, then security.
It's what jobs look for. Like if you don't... Some jobs like, oh, you don't have any of those? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, you just have a lot of experience, so
yeah,
you're lucky enough that you don't have to worry.
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff I'm reading and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I know.
I know this.
Yeah.
You're going to hate it because it's like... You've probably already been told this, but it's a fucking ocean-wide fucking amount of stuff you're learning, but it is an inch, like less than an inch deep.
Yeah.
It's so
just
basic information.
Doing like YouTube courses and stuff like that. Like there's a guy.
Do you know? Is your job paying for the exam?
I haven't asked. I knew my previous job would have, but I don't think.
I feel like they would. You just
possibly. I don't know.
Just ask.
I'm actually going to a conference, one of my first business trips ever.
What the
In
fuck?
Connecticut. Yeah, it's like one of those like you go to different sessions kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah,
I know,
should
I
be
know.
fun.
For your job?
Yeah, I was invited, and we're gonna get a hotel room and all that, and yeah.
Damn, I'm jealous. I haven't been invited to do anything like that at my job. So Deadpool. So
You're not me.
so JJ wanted to talk about Deadpool because it's actually really
the
exciting.
new
It's
one coming out.
I rewatched the trailer, the new trailer that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Not this one. This
Yeah.
latest one that just came out.
Yeah. Which, if we show a second of, Ryan Reynolds will personally come to our house and chop off our heads.
Chop our dicks off.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna do that. But I watched it and I was like, "Fuck, it's gonna be good."
It's either I saw a perfect tweet about this. It's either going to be really good or it's going to be Thor: Love and Thunder, and no in between. It's either going to be really good or just shit.
I don't know because they played Madonna in the trailer, right? That was Madonna.
In Deadpool,
The new trailer, yeah.
I think so. I only saw it once.
It was Madonna, and I was like, that's what I love about the Deadpool movies. He
Yeah.
takes such like sappy pop songs,
Yeah, and
and
puts like
then
violent acts in the background.
and it's like
Yeah,
it goes hard, so fucking hard.
I like that they've pretty much established that this Wolverine is not the Wolverine from the previous X-Men movies,
Which is good.
Clearly, yeah, because that's what I was most like. Don't touch Logan because Logan's like the best, one of the best superhero movies. Period.
They probably will mention it. There's no way he doesn't mention.
No, there's got. I like they'll probably do something like he'll either mention it or like when he's going through multiverse, he's just like, why is there an X here? And then he starts pissing on Logan's grave or something like that. X marks the spot. Like, I just wrote the entire fucking Deadpool script right there. It's like the first.
I did think it was really funny at the end of the trailer where the blind lady was like, "I want to do some cocaine."
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't say that. We can't say that."
Disney. And then they start listing White Girl Sliding or whatever the fuck it's called.
Like Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
No, I can't build a snowman.
I like. Yeah, I mean, from the trailer, it looks good, and it's just cool to see Hugh Jackman in the original costume. But already, Nerds Online, there's one part of the trailer where they get rid of the shoulder pads and they give us it and they take it away. I'm like, just be happy that the original color scheme and mask of Wolverine is fucking appearing in front of you. Nerds are never fucking happy, ever. It's like
because they're spoiled. They're
accurate.
They've been spoiled
Yeah.
by this.
Like literally, what I'm talking about is that little image of Logan right there.
Yeah, but he just looks
with
like
without the blue shoulder pads, and people are like,
but like, he just looks like Wolverine from the new X-Men cartoon.
Right. That cartoon is really good.
It literally looks like
Have
this.
You watched any of it?
I haven't watched any of it.
It's really good, and I have no nostalgia for that series and stuff. You can hop right in. It's like
they've already been thinking about making like establishing it as canon.
That's fucking stupid. Don't do that.
They're trying to consider establishing
that's really
it as
fucking
like canon in the MCU.
I mean, technically anything could be canon because multiverse. But
yeah,
that's fucking dumb. Just leave it alone. Why the fuck? Like, we
because
get it. We get
people
it.
like it. Because people are liking it.
No, I get it. The MCU was cool because everything was connected. Great. I'm at the point right now where I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck if the new Daredevil show is connected to the MCU. I don't give a fuck. Like, just give me good content. Because the shit you've been producing.
So, like, what
real
James Gunn is doing with the Elseworld stuff, where he's like, do whatever the fuck you want with that weird Joker musical.
Yeah, and the Batman
too.
Yeah,
dude, I can't wait for that fucking.
Dude, I can't fucking wait. I remember the year
they started filming. They started filming already.
Yeah, the year it came out, I literally watched it 4 times. I was just like,
I watched it twice.
I like it more than The Dark Knight. Like, I fucking
we should do a Batman tier list.
Yeah, that would be good.
We should do what Cosmonaut did. We should watch every Batman movie.
No, but I was thinking
frankly
that, but like he rarely touched on the animated stuff. I'm like, what if we do just I was thinking either we could do it here or I'll do it on my channel. Just like, hey, this is Cosmonaut. This is like the Cosmonaut video, but it's just the DC Batman animated movies. because
You could do it on this. That could be your video for like next month or the month after.
Yeah,
if you
but
really
the
want
only
to.
problem is I haven't watched every single one of those.
No, so you have to do it. No, I know.
So
Obviously, don't watch it. I'm not saying make
I'm
it.
not gonna cram it into.
I'm not saying do it by the end of the month.
Yeah,
I'm saying do it for the channel, 100%.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like whatever you want to for whatever video you want it to be.
But anyways, this is about DC. It's about now people are talking positively about DC because of the future, because people are so shitting on Marvel right now. It's just like
I watched a video that was like, I think people are more interested in video game adaptations.
Yeah.
Because of how successful
had a video
Fallout.
Game adaptation.
Because of how successful Fallout is.
Video game to TV.
Yeah, video game to TV too.
I watched the.
But also, I heard I've seen like all the Marvel video games that are coming out, and they look all of them look really good.
Yeah, the leaked Wolverine stuff looks good.
The fucking Captain America, Black Panther, 1946.
Is there gameplay for that? Because all I've seen is cinematics, and it looks.
I think it's just cinematic so far.
Yeah,
I don't think it's any gameplay.
Like imagine it's just like a Fortnite.
Dude, that'd be crazy. It's just a
1940s, but it's just different Marvel characters.
Just a battle. It's just a 1940s Marvel battle royale.
Fucking what's his face? The guy who usually voices Cyborg from Teen Titans. He's Black Panther on that.
Dope.
Oh, that's dope.
Blade is coming out, so
that one I'm so excited
about.
Because the same people who create Dishonored are making a Blade game. I'm like, this is gonna be the best fucking vampire video game of all time. It's just
so the best. The Marvels, the Avengers walked so that the rest of these games could run. Like, for real. Because, like, that game is such shit. And we're going to talk about why it's shit based off of one of my 3x3s, which we're going to talk about now. JJ, let's go ahead and bring up our 3x3s.
Okay.
So, this one
is
JJ's, and this one is mine.
Do you think we're too basic? Because I was looking at my thing and I was like, man, I have no indie games whatsoever.
The problem
like a true
is,
video game dinosaur will be like, hey, so I have some indies and here. But I'm just like, I like my AAA stuff, man.
I truly was. I mean, there is one game that I could have put on here, but I haven't played it since I was in middle school. It's called Child of Light. That was one of my first PC games that I played.
That's a good one.
I love that game. The game was so fun to play.
I played what was something? It was an indie game, but it's not like an RPG. It's called Dust, I think it was called. It was like a little wolf guy with a sword. That was like one of my first indie games I ever played.
Never heard of that game.
Yeah.
What I did was I kind of looked at my Steam catalog, and I was like, all right.
Damn, I bought a lot of games and I haven't played half of these.
Yeah, for real. I thought about putting Monster Prom on the tier list, but then I was like, nah.
I thought about putting Hollow Knight, but I never finished Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
That was one of my criteria. That was one of my criteria for myself. I was like, I've had to have finished the game, so that technically takes out Elden Ring for me.
Damn.
Because I'd never be in the final boss.
Because you could say the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. You could be like, oh, I can because I get it, but like I didn't finish the story, so like technically it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't count. But with all these games that I've chose, and same with you, JJ, I'm pretty sure all these games are games we've beaten. Yeah. And maybe more than once.
Oh yeah.
Especially with fucking Persona.
I know you've played.
God more damn!
I only played Persona 5 Royal once because I bought the game when it was the vanilla version.
Just to have pissed you off, I should have put remake on here. Final Fantasy VII remake, just to piss you off.
Yeah, but then I would have known you were lying because no one thinks that's their favorite game of all time.
You don't know that. You really don't.
No,
people might.
You're right. The diehard Final Fantasy VII fans, like with like a bunch of cloud plushies, being like,
people might. Like.
Final Fantasy VII is good. The original version is great. Like, if you're a fan at all of the original source material. You're like, wow.
I should have put DBZ Fighters. I'm gonna be honest.
As a bigger one. Damn it.
Fighters is probably my favorite. One of my favorite games.
I was thinking about fighting games, but I was like,
I thought about fighting games too, but then I was like, but that's the thing. I was like, I'm shit at them, but I have 109 hours in Fighters.
I played the absolute shit out of my Xbox 360. I played the absolute shit out of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I was like, that was my fucking fighting game. I was like,
yeah.
Because I was just like, oh my god, Deadpool. This is, when you're a teenager and discover Deadpool, you're like, Deadpool's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so, and then as you like grow up and mature, you're like, damn, like Deadpool, this fucking sucks. She's like chimichangas, and then you know when it's bad when your annoying friend starts to be like, or the annoying kid in class is like, oh yeah, I love Deadpool. Chimichangas is like, maybe Deadpool's not as cool as I thought. Because literally that was one of my friends.
It's like the
And he
same
was
thing
just
with
like,
the.
chimichangas. I'm like, Deadpool fucking sucks, and I hate him.
It was the same thing with the police wearing Punisher, the Punisher
Dude,
skull.
don't even. I want to make a whole video on that too. So don't even get me started. That's
So-
so fucking stupid.
These are our 3x3s. I low key cheated with Zombies Chronicles, but fuck you. This is my 3x3.
Oh, okay.
And to go on your point, like I don't think there's anything wrong with you not playing indie games. There are a lot of video games out there.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, I'm surprised neither one of us put Undertale.
I've never completed Undertale.
You've never completed Undertale? Holy fuck!
I've always started it, just never finished it.
I completed Undertale without
Wanna
any
know why?
knowledge
Wanna
of
know
like
why?
the
Because
like,
in high school it was the big thing, right? And
I didn't know it was a big thing.
And then-
I saw a streamer play it. I was like, that looks fun, so I bought it.
no.
I played it.
It's one of those where the fan base completely ruined it.
That- yeah.
I saw the people who played Undertale in my high school. I'm like, I'm not playing this. This is stupid. I'm like, oh my god, you can either go the genocidal path. I'm like, I don't fuck. No.
Nah, but that's what's so cool about the game. Because when you beat the game's like, are you sure you want to delete your save?
Mm-hmm.
All the people you just saved, you want to force them to relive everything again for your own entertainment?
I feel like a better version of that.
And I was like,
Oh.
fuck, you're right.
I should have put that on the list. God damn it. Nier Automaton. Oh, that game is so
I
good.
never beat that game.
God damn
That's
it.
another game. That's a game just like you that I've never
I
beaten.
would have swapped that for Mega Man X to that. God damn it. Ah.
Let me
fuck.
see where I am at with that.
That
Another
game's
one was
really good.
Hellblade. I fucking
Hellblade's
love
really-
Hellblade.
The
I'm
second
so
one's
hyped.
coming out soon.
Comes out of May.
Yeah.
Comes out of May.
Yeah.
But where is it? I have. I was thinking Spider-Man.
I was too, but then like Arkham City I played a lot more.
I just the Resident Evil ones were tough, dude. Because you
Anyways,
asked me.
Let's get the fuck out of the way of the honorable mentions. We gotta jump in
Yeah.
to the meat and potatoes here.
The meat and potatoes, which JJ, you're gonna start us off with The Last of Us.
Yeah, not two.
Not two, but
Nah.
I just pulled up their page. I just pulled
Yeah,
up
no.
their page. Because to be honest,
I'm
you
specifically
really
bringing
can't-
up the PS5 remastered version of Last of Us 2, which was a game that came out barely 5 years ago.
this is the greatest.
It's so
this is
fucking
the greatest
stupid.
remake ever made.
It's so fucking dumb.
This puts
It's like, I love
this
the
puts
memes.
Resident Evil 4 to shame.
Yes,
This is
yes.
such-
Holy fuck.
so dumb.
So
fucking stupid.
Now, I almost feel like we should just upload that Last of Us 2
we
podcast.
should.
Oh,
You're
yeah?
so
All
right.
yeah.
You're so right.
We should
to
just be
have
like,
it.
this is a redux or a archived.
This is one of our favorite videos we've ever
Yeah.
made together, and we want to put
And
it on
it's
the
so lazy
channel. where we're
editing.
not
It's
gonna-
just like a text and a background.
yeah,
That's
it's
all
the
you
best.
get.
It's the best.
But yeah, the original Last of Us, which I played the PS4 remastered, because I didn't have a PS3.
No, same here. I played the remaster.
I mean, these are one of the games. I mean, we've talked about this on stream
We talked about it during the
times.
show when the show came out.
when the show came out.
We wanted to do a video talking about the games.
Yeah, and
Remember
I got through
originally?
the first one, and then I started playing the second one and dropped.
You're like, fuck
I
this.
was like,
I hate it.
This game sucks.
But what I like about The Last of Us is just like genuinely for me, at now where it's at, I feel like I can't play the first one without playing the second one.
I felt that way too until I started playing the second one, and then I
And
was
you're like, fuck.
well, I think I'm all right. Because, well, it would probably be easier for you because you like the story where I just fucking, it's a dumpster fire of sadness. But the first game, we're here to talk about the first game.
Winner of over
Part two is
200
just-
Game
yeah.
of the Year award.
Part 2 is just like so, like, you have to talk about part 2 if you're going to talk about part 1, I feel. Because, like,
That's
it's
what I'm
such,
saying.
like a major
Yeah.
thing. But I'm going to try my best not to tangent. I mean, The Last of Us is... before The Last of Us, I played the Walking Dead Telltale games, and I thought that was like the best storytelling in games.
That's peak
Like
storytelling.
season 1 with Lee, like I thought that was like I cried during the end of that. And then I played Last of Us, and I was like, oh fuck, like not that that game is bad in comparison, but like in comparison to story structure wise, like Last of Us was just such like I hate to say this because it's been said through history. You know what I mean? Like Final Fantasy VII, like the original, is the cinematic version of a video game. And now people are like, The Last of Us was the first introduction of a cinematic video game. Cinematic type feeling video games were always there, but
Metal
Last
Gear.
of Us, really, yeah, Metal Gear. But Last of Us really like made it like you were
mainstream.
Watching. Yeah,
it made it mainstream.
Yeah, it made it mainstream. And I like the gameplay. I know someone doesn't.
It's bad.
No, it's good.
It's fucking bad.
No, it's very good. Like the crafting system, because I hate like the whole like, oh, you gotta go into this like menu, pause the fucking game. Like I like how like you have to create this shit while like you're getting shot at stuff. So the backpack system was really cool, and just like not because the story doesn't stop at like the cutscenes. Like the story goes on throughout. Like Ellie through the playthrough learns how to whistle. Like she tries to whistle in the beginning, she can't quite get it right, and then halfway through the game, she finally learns how to whistle. It's like, oh shit, Joel, I can whistle. It's like that kind of like storytelling and narrative is great. However, this did create the hey, let's walk around and admire the graphics that a lot of video games do these days. You know, where you get at this stage of video games where it's just like, okay, now we are walking through the woods. Wow, look how pretty this game is.
To be fair, with like
it's like you're on a train track and you're just like,
oh yeah, the Last of Us. The Last of Us is that. The Last of Us is just set pieces. It's not open world, which was such a fucking cop out with part 2. God, I was so pissed when they lied about the fake open world.
Yeah, no,
so fucking mad about that.
Yeah.
So mad.
Totally
that open world was such shit.
Yeah, it was real bullshit. That whole trailer was basically faked. Or maybe it was just like a beta version or something like that.
So fucking mad.
But
you've reminded me of
yeah,
that.
This is probably my third favorite game of all time. I've replayed this one a bunch.
Did you make your 3x3 like accurate to your
which is fine. Yeah, no. Last of Us is really good. The story still holds up. Maybe the gameplay doesn't anymore. I'll give it that, but I still don't think it's bad. Like you do. Like I think
I truly think the story is what makes this game the greatest, like the best.
I mean, yes,
the story I do not think the game
the driving factor for the most part.
The game, but the actual game is bad.
No, it's not. You want to play a bad game? Play Final Fantasy VII Remastered.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
Dumb.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I'm looking at my games on my PlayStation right now.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Uncharted. Oh fuck! I forgot about Shadows of the Colossus.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Ghost of Tsushima. I forgot about Red Dead 2. I forgot about. I was like, shit. You know, like there's so many games that I have on here that I was like, fuck. I'm like, fuck me. These are
not games. The Ninja Storm games.
Dude, these games are actually good though.
They are. That's
they
how
make Naruto better
in story. But through those games.
Back to
Last of Us. What's there? We've talked about these games.
Everyone's talked about them. Everyone's talked about the Last of Us, the original. Honestly, we're going to put our Last of Us 2 review up because we do talk about both games in it.
I'll do it tonight.
And it's just, if you want it, like I don't feel like our opinions have changed much.
No, not at all. I've re-listened to the podcast over and over, and I'm like, no, I still,
So like, we should definitely re-upload it and just like.
But anyways, Last of Us was a great story, a magnificent moment in gaming.
Now on to one of the biggest media properties in the world.
Pokemon.
So my pick was Fire Red. Fire Red is the only Pokemon game
over Ruby and Sapphire.
I never played Ruby and Sapphire. I played Emerald. I played Emerald.
Well, why didn't you pick Emerald?
And then I thought about this. This was one of the, like, my fiance asked me all the time what's my favorite Pokemon game, and I will always go back to Fire Red, even though Platinum is objectively the best Pokemon game.
Mm-hmm.
People say fucking Heart Gold and Soul Silver because of 2 fucking regions, which yes, it's fucking cool, but fuck you, it's not that. It's not as good as Platinum. Some say Black and White. Those were also really good games. Fire Red is what made me play video games. I would not have played a video game if it wasn't for Pokemon Fire Red. My uncle,
your Destiny obsession is to blame on Pokemon Fire Red?
dude, I mean, both are toxic.
You want to have
the Pokemon relationship and the Destiny relationship are pretty much the same right now. Yeah. They're very much the same.
Except Destiny actually looks like a next-gen game, whereas looks like dog shit Wii fucking bullshit.
And yet both games have my wallet in a fucking chokehold.
I keep every time. I felt like I argued this with maybe a couple of your Discord friends, or I forget. Maybe it was just on my Discord. I was just like, Pokemon's just the same game over and over, just repeat.
Oh, you were probably arguing.
And people were just like, no. I'm like, no, you're paying for a $60 broken game, and it's broken. And they're like, you're just a Pokemon hater. I'm like,
yeah, my friend was trying to convince me that the graphics,
the same gameplay reloop. Like, there's nothing different. It's like, oh, now it's open world. Congratulations, you've evolved. Like,
I mean, we say that, and yet me and you are hype about the Persona games.
But the Persona games actually look good, isn't it?
I will say Persona 5 actually changes a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Personas 3 and 4 are the same. Personas 1 and 2 are the same. Mm-hmm. I hope 6 is like 5 if they kind of keep that duology. It's never coming out.
It's not going to be a 6.
We got Persona 6.
There's going to be a remake of 2 and a remake of 4.
They're not going to remake 2. You think they're going to remake 2? There's no fucking way they're going to remake.
I don't think they'll remake 1, but they'll remake 4 first. Don't get me wrong.
100% they're remaking 4.
We're not going to see 6 for a very...
Dude, we have Persona 6. It's Persona 5X. The mobile game that came out.
I don't know.
So, Pokemon Fire Red, it was my first game ever. And I feel like I've told this story on the podcast, but I'll say it again. I first got this game. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what to do. I had a level 35 Charizard. And I was just stuck in Viridian City. I didn't know I had to go back and give my fucking parcel to Professor Oak. Mm-hmm. So I would grind my Charizard up to like level 50, 60. Mm-hmm. And then I'd be like, this is really hard and impossible to keep leveling them up. Mm-hmm. Redo game. Remake the game, do it all over again. And then my friend taught me how to catch a Pokemon. And then I was like, shit, it's dead. Let me catch another one.
Just keep catching.
I did. And then if my Charizard died, I restarted it.
You just moved on.
I did a new save. Nope, new save.
No, sorry.
New save. I did a whole new game. And then they showed me where to go, how to use the Pokemon
like
Center.
100+ hours on a fucking game.
Fire Red was also one of the first games, was the only Pokemon game where I never beat the Elite Four. It took me until I think 2 years ago, and then I finally beat the Elite Four.
Nice.
But when I first played it, I got up to the 8th gym leader, and then I could not get past Gary before going to the Elite Four. So I never finished it. And then I finished it when I got older.
I've only played Ruby and Emerald.
So you played the same game twice?
Well, one from high school because that's when the iPhone emulator was really popular.
Dude, they're hype. They're fucking
hype. And now it's fine. Like
Didn't it just come out again?
It just came out again. It's a fit because Apple's basically saying. So for those of you who don't know the context, you Android users already know how to.
We know the love of playing any video game.
But now Apple people can do it, so they're like, we were the superior race.
Yeah. Okay.
It only took us so long to finally. Basically, Apple said, "Hey, we're allowing emulator apps, but you cannot provide where to find the games or anything." And the standard emulator law: if you don't own it, it's illegal. But if you do own it, all's fair. So basically, just out of fear for legality, I won't say the app's name, but you could definitely find it. It goes all the way up to N64 games and DS games, which is really cool. I have Emerald, and I haven't really played a lot. I've just been playing around with it. But yeah,
And
no,
you could play like the
no bad.
modified versions of those games too.
Yes.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, Fire Red, just nothing about it. Like nothing about it is very special overall. It is a very good Pokemon game. It does a really good job remastering the original games, and bringing them up to snuff for this generation, 2004. But like, just nothing beats the just
OGs.
the feel the OG of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like just Charizard. Like as a kid, you see this giant fucking dragon, which isn't a dragon type, so it was really confusing as a child. And then just like beating all these like it was truly my first Pokemon adventure. And like it felt like I was in the TV show playing the game, you know. I would spend hours in Viridian Forest because Pikachu has a very low catch rate at the beginning with Pokeballs. So you cannot catch a Pikachu.
Yeah.
It is so fucking hard. And then I finally caught one, and then I accidentally gave it a Thunderstone because I saw it say available. And then it evolved to a Raichu.
Yeah.
And then I got mad, so I had to
So you restarted a whole brand new save?
No, I didn't save up to that point. So I had to go back.
That's how you
and
learn with
catch
RPGs.
Pikachu.
You do 5. You do like at bare minimum 3 saves.
To be fair, the saves in this game before Pokemon Black and White, where they optimized saving, to save a game would take. It could take up to like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on
the
how
original
long you
Game
played.
Boy Advance, yeah.
Depending on how long you played, it can take a long fucking time. And yeah, Pokemon just just Pokemon in general has just shaped me in terms of gaming and in terms of even like the card games and just like friendships.
For the better and worse.
Yeah. Like now it's like the worst. But
now
also
you're a slave.
Well,
you're gonna buy the new one.
Like now it's actually 100% I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah, exactly. No matter the quality, you're just gonna be like, ooh,
no, I think they're Legends. I think they actually give a shit about the Legends games.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've shown you Arceus, dude. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah.
This one looks like they're actually trying to make a good fucking Pokemon game.
Yeah.
And then
the best one is
the main lines. Yeah, that's the best Pokemon game. Nintendo lawyers.
Yeah.
So like even now, like I'm playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet mainly because my fiance plays it. She still plays it. We'll talk about it once in a while. We both play Pokidoku, which is pretty much just like Sudoku with Pokemon. And you know, like we got each other matching Pokemon cards with our faces and like our catchphrases on it. It is, but that's how much I care about these games.
Yeah.
And it all started with Fire Red. Like it's very normal Pokemon game, but it's the fact that it like brought me to where I am in terms of gaming.
I have no reference or nostalgia for it besides when we played it in high school. So yeah, I feel nothing toward the franchise at all.
That's crazy. What do you feel about Final Fantasy?
Now this is fucking good.
Now this is pod racing.
Now this is pod
all
racing.
right.
There's a reason I want this game to be remade so bad so that people can finally see that Final Fantasy IX is fucking peak.
You can play it on your phone.
You can play it on your phone.
It's crazy, actually.
You can play it on your iPad. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on the Switch. You can play this thing on a toaster if you really want. No. I am a huge Final Fantasy fan. We did a whole Final Fantasy 16 review. Plus, I busted out the three
giant fucking books that I
love those fucking
Jesus.
books. I need to find some way to display them because I'm running out of room. But
there's a ton of Final Fantasies. Why is this one your favorite?
This one is my favorite because it's hard. Because 7 is everyone's like, oh, 7's the best, 7's the best. But really, how Final Fantasy started out is the fantasy aspect of it, and they finally got back to it with 16. Because after 7, it was like, we gotta do futuristic, baby. So 8 was
gotta
futuristic.
do like this weird modern medieval like shit.
So the golden era of Final Fantasy was the PlayStation, because you had 7, you had Tactics, you had 8, And then 9 was like, hey, this is the last single digit Final Fantasy. Let's pay a homage to all the other Final Fantasies before it. So that's what it is. It's a giant love letter to the franchise and stuff. It has
JJ, there's
amazing,
two
amazing
digits.
characters.
Yeah, but when Final Fantasy X comes out, there's just one.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm an asshole.
And basically, they were like, okay, so like 9 and 10 were kind of developed at the same time. It's like, okay, current hardware, we're going to do 9, and then 10 we're going to do. The only problem was 9 came out toward the end life cycle of PlayStation, so that's why it kind of did not so great in sales. Like, not good at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then 10 was like, everyone just talked about 10. So this one is like very overlooked. It's got one of the more fascinating worlds. And the characters are just so, like, every single one of these characters is just so, like, this dumb looking motherfucker makes me cry.
Here, wait.
every time.
Wait. Let's show our faces for a sec. What's the dumb motherfucker? This one right here?
That dumb motherfucker. And Vivi story, this little guy right there, which is a generic look for a black mage in the Final Fantasy franchise, makes me cry. The ending of this makes me sob fucking tears, and they won't stop. 7 is very popular. I like the original version of 7. Not any of the new shit.
We should also re-upload our Final Fantasy VII remake video, because I remember we talked about it, and you just were
just shitting all over it.
You were like, "This game sucks," and I'm just like, "You don't get it, you old fart, you old man."
No, because it just shits on content.
We're talking about 9. We're talking about 9.
All right,
we're talking about 9. We're talking about 9.
9's very good. The love story between these two lovely characters are amazing. And just the world building as well is really good. Like, you really feel like, how do I explain it? Like, it's kind of, you know what it is? It's kind of like One Piece, because each of these people are from different lands. So, like, whatever remaining party members there are, you're just visiting that land and then affecting what's happening around it and stuff like that for the better, and then move on to the next one. So it's kind of like that aspect of it, and just a grand, like, epic feeling of it. It really makes you feel like you're playing a Final Fantasy.
I want to close the tab so bad after that one. I had to really hold myself back, JJ.
It's hard to explain because I really want people to play this.
It's okay, buddy.
I just heard sobbing.
It did sound like you were crying a little bit. You got teary eyed. No, that's good though.
Good.
That's good though.
It's very like RP, like turn-based RPG though. Like it's very much sticking to the classic formula, you know. Whereas like 10 really like try to do some new shit on there, but 10 is more linear. And I like my Final Fantasies more open, where it's like, all right, let me just grind for 2 hours to, like, you know, get upgrades and stuff like that. Whereas 10 is just like, you're on a railroad track, and here we go, motherfucker, choo-choo. So, and the exploration is really well done. The side quests are really great. Like, you can miss really, really great stories if you just, like, completely pass them through the side quests. I just think it's a culmination of everything celebrating Final Fantasy. And it's every good aspect of Final Fantasy mixed into one. The main character first, Zendaya, I think is how you say his name, because there's no,
like the actress.
There's no talking. Not Zendaya. Zidane. Zidane and Dagger. Like, he's an annoying little shit at first. She's an annoying little princess, but the characters grow and evolve. Wow, incredible. And yeah, that's why I really want them to remake this so fucking bad.
It'll never happen.
Because someone has been quote unquote remaking it, but only the cinematics through like the Unreal Engine. I'm like, oh, if only I could see this, because the game's dated.
The Unreal Engine is fucking crazy, dude.
The graphics are dated. Like, they look like little chibi figures, which like can turn people off, just like in the original the OG Final Fantasy VII, where they're all basically Lego blocks.
Dude, yeah, that's what makes it so hard to play that game. I wish I was kidding, but like, it truly is like.
I personally find charm in those old graphics, but I can get that people
Like
can
I
be
know that
off-putting.
makes
Like
me
even
kind
like
of
people
like
I know
stupid.
you'll probably never play Final Fantasy VI just because it's like old pixel art.
No,
Like,
I can play
where's the
pixel. I can play pixel art games. Something about Final Fantasy VII just makes me not interested in it.
Yeah, that's fair. But the original everyone should play the original Final Fantasy VII so you can experience a good Final Fantasy VII game. Final Fantasy VII Remastered sucks.
Did you buy Rebirth?
No.
Really? I'm
No.
proud of you. I'm proud of you, buddy.
No, I almost caved.
Everyone was freaking out saying it was great, and then you said no.
I fucking played
the line.
that shitty Final Fantasy Origins one. I bought that one full price. Yeah. I drew the line.
Paradise Lost or whatever.
I said no, Square Enix. No. Well, actually, it's not doing as well as the first game, cell wise.
Yeah, because not everybody has
it's a sequel.
It's a sequel, and also not a lot of people have.
Although I will say,
compared to a PS4,
the bathing suit scene. That's the only thing
I
give
know what
thumbs
you're
up.
talking about. I haven't seen it.
Okay. But yeah, Final Fantasy IX is great. If you like classic ARPGs, great. If this is your first one, maybe don't jump into it. Like get some more under your belt, and then play this one. Yeah, and I'm a huge Final Fantasy nerd. This is why I like Final Fantasy.
And this is why I like. Oh, fuck. And this is why I like Destiny 2. If you want to talk,
I'm gonna walk off screen.
If you want to talk about RPGs, JK, this is not an RPG. I will never call this an RPG. This is just a first-person looter. This is a looter shooter. All right,
Bungie, how the mighty have fallen.
Guys, I made a video about this game.
Yeah.
It's got me by the balls. I made 2 videos about this game. 2.
Yeah.
2 videos about this game.
You made the video,
and both of them are hate videos.
Yeah.
Technically speaking,
you made the video.
2 of them are hate videos.
And then you were like, "Yeah, I can't wait to keep playing." It's like this game just has you by the dick.
This game. Dude, they're doing such cool shit with the final shape. It sucks. Makes me so mad.
We should do a stream where you describe the lore to me. Because
while you play Destiny, I will describe them.
No,
you know what'd be so fun?
What?
You know, it'd be so fun because you could get Destiny for free on your PlayStation, and you and me could play. You and me should do all of the raids, and I explain to you the lore of the raids.
Can we just play Helldivers instead?
Fuck no. You want content or do you want to have fun?
Yeah, Helldivers is fun.
Yeah, but content.
It's the difference.
I'm content brain. So, I have a long...
I don't give a fuck about you. I just care about the content.
I have a long history with this game. I've talked about it in nauseum on this channel to my friends. It almost ruined my relationship with my fiance. That is how much this game had me and may possibly still have me by the balls. The problem is Destiny 2...
I always tell you to read books. Like, you should read a book. Like, you're an adult now. Start reading books. And you're like, yeah, but then...
You know what's the worst part,
I can't
JJ?
play Destiny 2.
You know what's the worst part? I'm looking at the stream right now, and this is the first video. This is the first game on the stream where, like, it looks good. Like, matching with the camera, and, like, you see the full game right here, and, like, the rest of it was being blocked out. It's almost like I planned it. I didn't. I really didn't.
You did.
But
yes,
Destiny was a lifestyle for me. I say it was.
Keep talking about how this game steals money from you.
It did it. I think I spent over $2,000 on this game. Probably.
Lord have mercy.
Between buying the game and then all of the expansions.
Like, be me.
So Destiny 1, that's where I originally started. That game was really fun. It's really innovative. It was Bungie's first game outside of Halo.
It was right after they left Halo.
Right after. They got bought out by PlayStation, and Activision, and they made Destiny. It was critically panned. It was liked, but it wasn't loved. Then, the expansions come out, then the Taken King comes out, and that's when Destiny really becomes what Destiny should have been, and it was so fucking good. Then I stopped playing Destiny. The Iron... I don't remember what it's called. Rise of Iron expansion came out. Did it? I bought it, but I never played it. I bought it and never played it. Destiny 2 then was announced. It was given a PC release, and that's what grabbed me. I was like, I will get back into Destiny. I pre-ordered the game. I played the beta, and I was like, fuck, this is how Destiny was meant to be played, with a fucking mouse and keyboard. This is how you play Destiny 2.
Yeah, it's like how you play Halo now. It's like,
yeah,
I played this on a 360 controller.
How did I do that to myself?
Yeah.
Why did I do that to myself? And like it felt great. And then the full release came out, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I liked it. I thought it was good. It was kind of the only thing keeping me going in college.
You were drinking a lot. Destiny was like, "Hey, here's some free Kool-Aid. Do you want to drink Kool-Aid?" And you're like,
it wasn't.
Oh boy.
To be fair, it wasn't the Kool-Aid. It was the fact that I was most likely depressed my first year of college.
Destiny 2 will grab you by the balls. Like, come here, honey. I got something. Destiny 2 is a femdom. Like, come here, motherfucker. I need to do homework.
I met one of my friends through this game, and I played it until I stopped playing around the middle of sophomore year. Picked it back up when Beyond Light came out, and then I've been playing since. The Beyond Light. Like exclusively, this game was the only game I played.
So now should I start playing Destiny 2?
Dude, that's a tough question.
No, I'm not.
No, you shouldn't.
Never.
I'm gonna be honest. This isn't I'm not with Destiny 2. I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of memories. There will be moments in my life that I will never forget. Like remembering my friends being like, "Sorry guys, this is my last attempt," and all of us ripping on him for leaving the raid, or like one of our friends getting so mad during like a trials run that he sent like naked dudes to our phone group chat out of anger because we were all so bad. And we're like, "Ew, what the fuck? Why are you showing us penises?"
And then you're like, I kind of like this one.
Or like a recent one where I think like a year and a half ago, I was playing late night and I wanted to do a raid, and I met a group of kids that were playing. They were all in like high school, and two of them have never played Destiny before. And the group was trying to play the raid as if they wanted the two newbies to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And like they didn't explicitly tell me to do that, to not say anything. I noticed that they were all like trying to give them an experience with the game. Mm-hmm. So I just was like pretending to be like the guy who was kind of like giving them hints, being like, "Damn, so if it doesn't work like this, then how does it work like this?" Pretending to be like a newbie too. And then like when we finished one part of the game, they were like, "Wow, you have such high DPS or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, I've done this raid like 20 times. I know how to do this raid. It's really easy, but let's let them figure out how to do it. I don't want to ruin it for them." And it was a lot of fun. We beat the raid and they figured it out, and it took us like 3-4 hours, and that's fine. It's all good. I will remember this part of. There was that little image there where the guy gets shot. Yeah. Technically it's a main character in like not on the lore, in the cutscenes. It's the same character they use, the same character model. So like in this part, that scene, that is the Vault of Glass, the first Destiny raid, and I will never forget going on my phone, looking for groups, joining random people, playing the raid, joining my friends, staying up for like hours trying to figure out a raid that we've already beaten, but we're just so bad at the game that we couldn't figure it out. We had to waste hours of our lives trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like about Destiny 2. It gave me that same feeling. It'll always give me that feeling. I think though, where I am at now, where my life is going.
You're a Star Wars fan? You're just like, I think I'm done.
After the final shape, I'm truly done with this game. I am truly done with Destiny.
Let's see.
Because like I haven't played it in 5 months now. New shit came out. It looks interesting, but I'm not interested in playing the game.
What if they release a trailer where it's like Destiny and it starts to become 3? You're like, oh, and it goes like 2.1.
That would be crazy. They say 2.1. They're like,
it's like in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3, where the opening credits isn't 3, it's 2.9.
that'd be crazy.
I was like, this is the best fucking thing ever.
Destiny's had me by the balls for pretty much my entire adult life.
Destiny 2 Game of the Year dish. It just says all the expansions. It's like $1 billion.
It's your entire life savings.
Yeah.
And I think through this was like, so how people feel about like, you know, other MMOs like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14.
Destiny's
you know,
in the same kind of zeitgeist there.
Destiny will have that same memories with me. You know, like I will never forget the fun moments I've had and the bad moments. And I think that's what makes Destiny really unique. Like obviously a lot of games can give you that same experience, but just something about a game that has continuously come out of its own grave and showing us a kick-ass time and then putting itself back in its own grave and just giving us that same
it's like a roguelike. It keeps dying.
Yeah, it keeps dying and coming back, and it always tries to come back stronger. And I hope the final shape...
Like a cockroach.
I hope the final shape truly does end like in a good way. Like, I hope it ends on a high note. I will almost definitely be done with Destiny after the final shape. And whatever they do with the game, whether it's a Destiny 2, more expansions,
clip it now.
Or
clip it now.
It's gonna be playing Destiny 3.
The super final shape, Destiny 2.
Super
All right, this is gonna be the last one.
I swear to God,
the shape was a circle. Final circle. They started with a shape.
And the thing is, like, too, you were mentioning the lore. Like, I know so much of the history of this game.
Yeah.
Anything up to the last year, I don't know. But like, there's like a really cool like Western gunslinger fucking story. There's the whole lore behind the Hive that is just insane. There's a little bit of lore involving the Witness, which is the villain. There's a lot of different characters that have such special lore and interesting lore. Like the Drifter is such like a weird in between character who you think is good but could also be bad, and he's really interesting, and things he's seen in the Destiny universe, like. And the 9, which have never been explored yet, really, and there's only still so much we know about them. There's so many avenues that Destiny can go after the final shape. I'd love to see what they do, but I'm just like where I am with Marvel and Star Wars. I'm definitely done after the final shape.
Get old burnt out.
It's not even just burnout. It's just like it's a natural conclusion.
Yeah,
it's done. Like this should be like it's done after this.
I'll believe it when I see it.
So yeah. Destiny 2, I don't recommend it. I don't. That's the problem. Like,
yeah. Once it's done, then there's no real reason to go back to it.
Once the final shape comes out, like
it's not like a game you can replay.
No, and that's the problem because the way they made the game, there's a lot of problems with Destiny 2 that the final shape will never fix.
But you know what game has no problems? I think. Let's see. Oh, perfect. You know, we could kind of talk about Region 3 at the same time.
We have a whole ass video about Halo. We talked about Halo on your on your Jack Hudson channel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Man, I should just re-upload these here. I'll call it like Black Hudson Archive or something like that.
Yeah.
Halo 3. You chose Halo Reach.
Halo Reach was my first Halo.
Halo 3 was my first Halo.
That's crazy. At least mine low-key makes sense because it's a prequel. You played the last game in the trilogy.
Well, yeah, because I didn't have an original Xbox and I had a 360. So you know how I got. So
this game came out on 360. This game is a launch title for 360.
What did I just fucking say? I said I didn't have an original Xbox. I thought
you were like,
so the first Halo game I played on 360 was 3.
My literacy skills are low.
No, your listening skills are fucked, is what it is, and your literacy skill. Fucking. Read Charlotte's Web, motherfucker. I want to see you try to sound out the words. Anyway.
Get lit?
What?
Word?
Okay. Halo 3. Halo 3 holds a special place in my heart, not only for the main campaign, but also for the multiplayer. See how Peter was gushing all about the multiplayer in Destiny. That's how I felt about 3. I played a lot of 3 and then eventually um, Reach, but like Halo 3 was my introduction to the Halo universe. And then after finishing the game, I'm like, man, I wanna learn more about this universe and stuff. So I started reading the books, and a lot of the first Halo books that came out, Fall of Reach, Ghost Recon, stuff like that. Or sorry, not Ghost Recon, Ghost of Sparta. Um, were basically recaps of what happened in the previous games. I'm like, holy fuck! And then like once Halo Combat Anniversary came out, I was like, oh, I can play the first game, fuck! And then Master Collection came out, I played 2, but 3 holds a special place in my heart because of one thing that you especially mentioned in that whole thing about spending time with friends and stuff. Keyword being online. Halo 3 in my neighborhood was the local multiplayer couch game where you focus on one screen in the fucking corner. You had snacks, you had everything, you had your boys with you, and you were playing Halo 3. You were just playing Forge mode, just fucking around. Just like, it was so good with that atmosphere, and I didn't really have that in Reach because when Reach came around, that friend group slowly started petering out to do their own thing, kind of thing. So I played Reach online and stuff. I played the majority of Reach online.
That's so crazy because you're saying this with Halo 3.
Yeah, and yours
that's
Reach.
How I was with Reach.
Yeah.
Like we would. My cousin, he had a birthday party, and I got him into Halo and video games. And my brother did because he wanted to like hang out with us, and me and Joe played video games. So to get to hang out with us, he started playing video games too, and he loved Halo Reach. We got him into Halo.
Yeah.
And for his birthday, his mom got him a giant party bus, and in the party bus they had a bunch of Xboxes and a bunch of Halo Reach.
Oh,
and we all had a giant like LAN party in there. We were all playing Halo.
Awesome.
I was a little asshole, killing everybody, being the best on the scoreboard.
Oh, look at me!
But it was so like that was so fun, doing all the Forge mode with my friends because my same friends who played Reach with me played Destiny with me. That's why Destiny is so important to me, and that's why Reach is so important to me because they both were like, we wouldn't have Destiny without Reach. Like for me, like Reach was where I built my gaming friend group. We all have such fun memories of Forge mode, doing a bunch of. I made a fucking machinima for a school project.
Hello, this is me, Peter.
I was like narrating over like the battle of the siege of Vicksburg in the Civil War.
That's awesome.
And like I did it through like Halo Reach because it's also when like I was getting into Red versus Blue. So I was like, machinima, I want to make videos online.
Yeah.
So I did like shit like that. It was a bad video, though. It was bad.
Well, yeah.
No one ever saw it.
Dude,
no one ever will see it.
Don't even get me on the high school YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, Halo 3 for me. I really like the story of it. I feel like both their stories are really good.
Do you think 3 is stronger, or do you think Reach is stronger in terms of the story?
I think both of them are not as good as Halo 3 ODST. ODST has the best story.
You're right about that. And the best music.
The best fucking
sax. That fucking sax.
And the best
fucking sax
live action commercial.
Yeah.
Dude, we should watch those. Those are so sick. So there's one of the commercials is just like the life of a soldier. So like his dad dies. He's part of the army. So then like a general looks at him and he's like, son, it's going to be okay. And then that son develops and becomes a soldier. And then like he gets enlisted into the ODST program. And it just shows like how this cycle is going to repeat. Basically, it's like, oh, this is a fucking commercial. This is beautiful. And not to mention the 3's commercials where they shot it like a documentary. And
that shit was
like
sick.
Very old, like they got very old actors.
The Believe trailers are awesome.
Yeah, the Believe, and they like basically in the context of the commercial, in universe, I guess the Earth government created this museum basically showcasing the final battle in Halo 3 and like made little mini sculptures, and then they take the soldiers that were in that battle, like live action people, and like old dudes just being like,
It's
I
like
remember
like a band of brothers.
yeah, like
They
the
did-
storm of the like it was like a D-Day documentary. Like, I'm like, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. Like, they don't do that anymore. Like, that was like an insane way to market something, and they didn't need to go that hard narratively into like.
They did. It was what they thought was the
so
final Halo
crazy
game.
good.
They thought it was the final Halo game.
Yeah, funny about
Funny
that.
where it is now.
Yeah. And then Halo 3 is just fantastic. Master Chief died. It's such a shame they didn't make any more games after that.
Yeah, dude, I can't even imagine what other fucking
They
Halo
made
game.
more.
The fuck is this?
No.
Nah, and like with three then building off into Reach, and Reach doing the same thing, feel like a bigger swan song to the franchise.
You weren't like completely lost in 3. Like if
You
that's
need
your
to play
first
the games.
Halo,
You need to play.
yeah,
any
it's
of the
just
games.
like the what's the Keith David alien character, Arnima,
The Arbiter.
Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Master Chief. I'm like, oh, I get it. Those guys don't like each other. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're good. And I like how multiplayer in the campaign, like your friend could play the Arbiter and you played as Master Chief. I just found that really cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Like you were saying with 3, Reach does the same thing, man. Reach just is like, it's where me and the boys played. I replayed the campaign hundreds of times.
Same thing with 3. Yeah.
I was in a fucking MLG clan, and we would have MLG battles. I would make Forge maps. I would download Forge maps. I would make videos. Like, if Fire Red was my introduction to video games, Reach was my introduction to multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like, truly. Like, I played Modern Warfare 2, and I'll never forget Modern Warfare 2. That game was fun. There's nothing... I will not harp on Modern Warfare 2.
You can harp on the rest of the franchise.
Yeah. But Halo Reach is where me and my friends got together late nights playing fucking Speed Hog.
Sorry, can we go on another tangent?
Sure.
Because I forgot what video I was watching, but someone raised this. I'm like, that's a good idea for Call of Duty. Why not just make Call of Duty a like one app stop, like Fortnite?
It is.
It is?
Yeah, it already is. That person's dumb.
Never mind then.
That person needs to take their video down.
Oh.
When it come out.
Well, I don't know.
Wait, if you find that video, show me the date, and I'm gonna write a comment saying, "Take your video down." It's already done.
Like what people were saying about your Destiny video.
Yeah, everyone telling me.
You're not gonna be a Destiny 3.
Most of them are like, if they do a Destiny 3, it's gonna be like, why are you gonna be a hater?
Yeah.
I wasn't even a hater in the video. Like my
fucking Paul.
My title was hater.
I was just like, hey,
like,
I think Paul might be a bad guy, and they're like, Paul Atreides, and I think someone posted a comment in Tony Soprano, like they said in Tony Soprano's voice, Paul Atreides is a hero in this household.
That one's funny though.
He's the most like
He's the least like Aib.
But yeah, Halo.
We love it.
Sucks.
We've
fucking
talked
hate the lore. Hate it. No.
We talked about the Infinite on this channel
Let me
too.
see
We
if I
love
can find
this
the
franchise.
books. Like, because you think video game novels, right? Like they're probably just gonna like, they're just like B-list storylines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there is one, I think it's called Glasslands, where like it's a whole trilogy of the books, and like when you start reading into it, you're like,
What the fuck?
is this commenting on the Bush administration? And sure enough, like the author is like, yeah, like I knew people weren't gonna really like take this seriously, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not just add a little spice in it? And I'm like, a Halo novel taking a modern political stance? Like, what the fuck is this? Like acts of terrorism and like how like because the Covenant attacked Earth, like people are now like afraid of the Covenant and stuff like that, and see them as like all extremists and stuff, where there are good like
Covenant
aliens and stuff like that.
What are they called?
Like,
The elites.
Yeah, it's basically Halo tackling the post 9/11 discussion.
That's so
and it's just like, and this is really mature and well written.
We've
like,
talked about
we've
talked about the radio.
I want to get
play.
this right. The radio play is really
the radio
good.
play before Halo 5.
One of them,
awesome.
Glasslands. There's a trilogy, and it's just all lore. It's just lore, but like trying to make it a narrative, but it's like no, it's lore. You can keep going. I'm gonna try to find.
No. Halo Reach, Halo in general, it has a really, I think for both of us, we've talked about it so many times on stream, in a video. We love the games, and it sucks where they've gone. Hopefully they get better, but yeah. JJ, you're next.
It is Glasslands. Okay, I got that.
Yeah, but you know what else is glass? A giant glass house.
Oh boy,
Kingdom Hearts. But you chose Kingdom Hearts 2.
Because that. Oh fuck, you can still buy it. Kingdom Hearts 2 is the first Kingdom Hearts I ever played.
That's awesome.
So I was like, and I didn't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. So if you don't know Kingdom Hearts,
you were like, "Who's this Sora guy?"
Yeah. So in the main Kingdom Hearts games, Sora is the main character, but 2 starts out with a 3-hour prologue that's all about Roxas and his sea salt ice cream, and him being best chums with some guy named Axel, who I thought was the coolest motherfucker ever, because he didn't just have swords. What did this man have? Wheels with blades.
Yeah,
and they were on
so
fire.
sick.
I was like, I'm immediately drawing terrible fan art of this immediately.
God, I love this guy.
Like, no kidding. I wish I could find. I think I threw him out a while ago. I
Dude,
was like,
you could buy rings, bro.
I was like, what if Kingdom Hearts, but in SpongeBob's gameplay in those fucking plates?
JJ, you should buy Stephanie a Kingdom
No,
Hearts her wedding ring.
You get the fucking darkness one. Darkness turned to light. But Kingdom Hearts 2 started, and this Roxas shows up in front of this pod with a sleeping little boy called Sora. I'm like, who the fuck is Sora? And then he's like, well, guess my summer vacation is over. And then Kingdom Hearts 2 title screen finally appears. And then Sora wakes up, walks around, like, all right, when are we getting back to Roxas? It's no more Roxas. This is no more Roxas. Where is Roxas? I'm like,
fucking Square Enix pulling a Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. But like, if you were a fan of the first one and then played the second one, you would already be confused because you'd be like, what? Why the fuck is Sora in a tube? And it's because, idiot, you didn't play the Game Boy Advance version, which they remade into a PS2 version. You idiot, you didn't buy a whole new gaming platform to continue the story.
The thing is, you say that, and then you read the description. Not a single mention of Roxas.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And like, because they were showing trailers and stuff, they're like, oh shit, this looks epic, this looks cool. And the players are just like, who the fuck is Roxas? Oh yeah.
I wonder if
get to play as the Lion King.
They don't show a single thing of Roxas except for right here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And a sea salt ice cream, dude. Hanging out on that watchtower with no railings.
Dude, Mickey looks so cool.
That dude. Oh my god.
I'll
I was just like, when Goofy died, I'll pay for this. And it's like, when they're looking around, where is it? Did somebody mention the door of darkness? I'm just standing there in the trench coat. I'm like, that motherfucker has Riz and he has drip.
Oh my God.
wanted it so bad.
Yo, Goofy, look at the camera, you dumb fuck.
I wanted so bad to have an Organization 13 hoodie, so fucking bad.
Of course you
Thank
did.
God my dad was like, you're not going to become a theater kid. I'm not going to let you do this to yourself. and thank God he did.
I want you to find love one day,
I want you to
son.
find love instead of being a femboy being fucked in the ass.
Wearing your dumbass fucking cloak.
Because if you're really into, people are still really into Kingdom Hearts and are like, no, it's like serious and stuff. Those people are we like to consider bisexuals.
Shut the fuck up.
If you don't take it seriously now as an adult, good for, then you're not bisexual. Great. Actually, that's not true because one of my friends, Spencer, is bisexual, and he's like, "This thing is the goofiest." Never mind. Discard all that. I was trying to make it.
Yeah, Jake was making a bad point.
Bad point.
He hates the LGBTQ community.
That's not true at all. One of my best friends is a gay black man, so shut up. Bet you didn't expect that trump card.
Damn, you got me there.
um,
You got me there with the
but
I
no,
have
like,
one black friend.
I know black people. One.
Okay, but back to
But
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best narrative in the game, because this is where like Kingdom Hearts 1 has a pretty standard plot line. As long as you're following along, you're all good. Kingdom Hearts 2 is just like, we're gonna throw a lot of different in-universe terms at you. We're not gonna explain them till the end, you fucking idiot. And like it's where like all the crazy shit happens. I should re-upload that Kingdom Hearts.
We just gotta
fucking
re-upload all.
No,
of
we
the
have to
old
redo it.
videos.
We have to redo it.
Oh my god.
We have to
sure.
redo
I'll
it.
try.
Yeah. Or try. I get hammered by the time I'm talking about Kingdom Hearts 2. And then shit happened. But Kingdom Hearts 2 has the best story. It has the best combat in the games and stuff. And we finally got Kingdom Hearts 3. And it was okay. And it technically concluded the Xehanort. It did conclude the Xehanort saga. But they couldn't just leave it at that. Now Sora is in Tokyo, and I don't know if they're going to do more Disney stuff or if they're going to lean into the Square Enix property. Because it looks very mumuch like World Without End. I think that's one of the Square Enix games. So people are saying like they're going to go more heavily into, because they say it's Final Fantasy mixed in with Disney. It's mostly about Disney in these games, but I don't know.
I'm shocked they got whatever. That.
I don't know. I don't think.
I wonder, dude. I want to be a fly on the wall on these meetings.
Oh, do you know how it came up? You don't know the story?
No, I don't know the story at all.
Oh, it's funny
how they got it.
So it is a traditional elevator pitch. So Walt Disney Japan and Square Enix Japan studios were, I think they were in the process of moving buildings and stuff like that, and I think it was like a Disney video game head and one of the Square Enix creators were literally in an elevator, and he had this pitch for a crossover game, and he's like, hey. So he had 2 minutes, and he basically was like, Kingdom Hearts, we mixed Final Fantasy with Disney, what do you think? And that's how it got created. Literally a traditional elevator pitch. He had 2 minutes. He didn't explain the whole lore. Basically, the idea was, what if we had Final Fantasy elements and they visit Disney? What if we made anime into Disney? And he was like, word. So then they created, like,
that's awesome.
It's so crazy how, like, because elevator pitch, that's never going to happen. And it's like, that's literally how Kingdom Hearts was developed, is through an elevator pitch. I don't think 4 is going to be as long of a wait as 3, because 3 was a wait from like 2000.
People bought a PlayStation 3 to play Kingdom Hearts 3.
When fucking PS4, when I was like, oh, I might get the new Xbox or whatever, because I was fucking stupid. And then when the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer came out in like 2014 and didn't release till like way later.
Didn't release until college.
Yeah, it didn't release till college. Like they showed Sora with the Master Kai Blade. I'm like, I'm getting the fucking PlayStation. Give me the PlayStation 4. Fuck Xbox. Give me the PlayStation 4. There's no way I've invested so much.
So much of my time, my money.
I played that shitty recoded game that was basically like a sticky note in the lore.
I got a fucking flip phone to play the flip phone game.
My girlfriend comes downstairs. Honey, you need to come upstairs. I'm playing a rhythm game to get a 5-minute cutscene about where Kairi is after Kingdom Hearts 3.
So shut up!
So Kingdom Hearts 2, it's one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts. Great childhood memories and stuff, besides that stupid fucking Sora guy showing up.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck
that piece of shit.
Roxas is cool. Roxas rides a skateboard. I'd like to see Sora ride a skateboard. Oh, friendship. Oh, fuck you. Sorry. Resident Evil 4.
Specifically, the original.
Yeah, I'm shocked by this.
Why?
Because you were like sucking 4's cock last year.
4 is so good.
Yeah, that's
4
why.
Is so fucking good. But what got me into Resident Evil was Resident Evil 2 remake.
Mm-hmm.
But what made me a diehard fan, what told me about singing Kumbaya, was this motherfucker right here. The OG fucking Leon, dude. The OG.
I'm shocked you never got into the Devil May Cry game.
I know, right?
Leon is such a like not a Dante stand-in, but like they're very similar characters.
So I like Resident Evil 4 remake a lot. It's so good. I think what it missed ultimately was what made Resident Evil 4 awesome, the original, was the campiness. That's what got me.
The bingo line.
That's what, dude. There's so many good fucking lines in Resident Evil 4. What's up, bro? No, he's like, no thanks, bro, and then throws a fucking knife at him. That's so cool.
Yeah.
He's like, and then like the choreography is so early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me seeing like the slow-mo action of Leon doing a barrel roll.
It's like a fucking John Woo movie.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. And then Ada.
It's evil.
And like, I do think. The fuck is that? It's your phone?
Oh, spam.
And like Ada Wong in this game is so funny too. Like
in the remake, she's fine.
Like they have their little thing in the remake, but in the original game, she like pops out of nowhere, starts fucking punching and trying to like stab Leon, and then Leon is just like, I thought they taught you how to I thought they taught you to never bring a knife to a gunfight. And then like, I thought they always told you to bring a knife to a gunfight. And he has got like a knife up to her neck. And then he like takes the gun out of her hand, unloads it, throws it out the fucking window. It is so cool.
Yeah.
He's so fucking cool.
See that
people are like, Leon's cool in remake, and he is. Fuck, he's so fucking cool. But goddamn, is he such a fucking ape? He's what, like...
They just need to make, like, for the Resident Evil movies and stuff. Like, I like the OG Resident Evil movies because they're garbage and it's just so fun to watch.
Ass cheeks.
They're just so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that Red Letter Media video where they're just laughing at the end of one of the movies?
No.
Evans is just dying of laughter. No. We can watch it after this. It's hilarious.
Sure.
But like, just make John Wick but Resident Evil. Just make Leon and make him.
Nah, it's simple because zombies are so boring.
They are now, yeah.
Like
they
with
should have
John,
capitalized this like during the.
Well, they tried to with the original Resident Evil movies.
No, but I mean during the Walking Dead times.
Oh.
So I don't think they made any, or they might have. I don't know.
But Leon's just so fucking cool. The tank controls are surprisingly not that annoying. Like, the most annoying part of the game was the quick time events. Yeah, once you get used to, like, the first part of the game where you're stuck in the fucking town and you have to survive for, like, 3 minutes, yes, that's annoying.
When people complain about tank controls, I'm like, play the original Tomb Raider. Because that shit is fucking tank controls and it's fucking horrendous.
Like, I don't mind the tank controls in this game. It made my accuracy a way better, whereas in Resident Evil 4 Remake, I was dog shit in terms of shooting things.
I was the exact opposite.
And like, dude, it's so cool when you kick people.
What you buying?
And dude, the stranger, dude, he's so cool. All of it. Salazar's way better in the original game.
Yeah.
He feels like a throw. He feels kind of like last minute in the remake, whereas in the game he constantly is like calling Leon and being like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and Leon's like, fuck you, you stupid weird fucking Spanish person.
You have to play the original Devil May Cry, dude, because that's
so good.
Did you know that a Devil May Cry was going to be Resident Evil 4, but then they switched it because they're like, this is way too tonally inaccurate to Resident Evil.
That makes sense. Yeah. Because they're both made by Sega, right?
Capcom.
Capcom, that's what I meant. Yeah. They both have blue in their letters.
Yeah.
And
you know what Sega has is Yakuza, which is like the best game ever.
Yeah. Should have put that on your 3x3.
Thought about it, but
have you ever beat any of them?
No.
Nah, that's fair.
It would be like 10. If there was not, we had to pick 9, it would be number 10.
Gotcha. And like the villagers are just so creepy.
They are creepy.
In the remake, in the original. In remake, they look creepy because of the updated graphics and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like the original, like they were still fucking creepy.
Yeah.
They were still, and the game feels much grosser, like so gross in the original, mainly because of the outdated graphics.
Yeah,
And it builds on that atmosphere.
I never finished the original, but I played the original.
It was just, it's like such like a good, like it's like watching an action movie, but you are the action hero.
Yeah, no, sounds like dog shit.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't recommend Resident Evil 4.
No,
nor the remake.
Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Dude. And like this game,
and you can play the original still.
It's on the Switch.
Store.
You could play it on this. You could play on Steam. That's where I played it. I played it with mouse and keyboard.
We did a playthrough of this. Do you remember?
Did we?
Tried to. Yeah.
Did we? We did.
Yeah, we did.
I do not remember.
Remember, we were like, let's do a let's play. And then you streamed it, and I was just on Discord commenting like, haha, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this let's play stuff.
That's crazy. I do not remember.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't. And yeah, I mean, just this game revolutionized
nothing
modern gaming as we know it.
Third-person shooters for sure. Just horror in general.
Not just horror, action games. It's literally
this is referenced in a lot of horror games where it's just like, oh, third-person angle, fucking let's go. Like after that, like pretty much Silent Hill is like, well, just make it Resident Evil.
Well, everything copied this. Like even people, even like people like developers of Gears of War have credited Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how insanely popular this game was and how it changed the landscape of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I played it in 2019.
Yeah.
Took me fucking 20 years to play this game.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I still love it. I will probably be playing a remake more because it's more updated. It's just way better to handle.
Yeah.
But Resident Evil 4, their original, is so fucking good.
It's good. It's fun.
So good.
It's a good game. Oh, baby. Arkham City. So you might be wondering, Spider-Man is a better. Yes. Okay. Yes. But, you're wrong. No, I see this has a number of things going for me. One, which is really special to me, and that's during one of the Comic-Cons, I had Arkham City in my hand, and I got it signed by the Kevin Conroy. Unfortunately, he has passed now. Kevin Conroy being the voice of everyone's childhood Batman, pretty much, from the early 2000s and stuff. So it's got pretty much most of the voice cast returning for the roles, and it's just such a awesome story, and that like shocking ending, like holy fuck, they killed Joker, what the fuck, like really good, and like revolutionized like the action and superhero genre just in general. Like the whole detective mode thing that was done in Arkham Asylum, but like Arkham City is where like modern gaming, like even fucking Spider-Man has it, like the night vision where you can see and mark your enemies and stuff. And just like at the time, like I was like, holy fuck, this is such a huge city to like explore and stuff like that at the time. And then Arkham Knight was like, hold my fucking beer, because it was huge. Now, the reason I don't put Arkham Knight here is because the story was so predictable, and they lied through their teeth about the Arkham Knight origins. Because if you know anything about Batman, you know that
Scarecrow
like
back.
it's what was it?
Let's have Scarecrow be the villain.
No, he was actually pretty good.
I don't like him.
That's your stupid opinion.
Compared to the Joker of the last game, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like I like that version of Scarecrow, because Scarecrow for the most part is like, I hope you're afraid of me. It's like, shut the fuck up. I hope Batman beats you to a bloody pulp. I hope he's the first kill, and then he can go kill the Joker because he's like, wait a minute, all these guys are useless. Let me just kill you, fucking idiot clowns. Let me just go on. Let me turn into Zack Snyder Batman and just gun down civilians.
That's crazy.
No, but back on topic. Like Arkham Knight was obviously Jason Todd. Like if you know anything about the comics or just how the character acted, you're like, oh, that's Jason Todd. And then in the marketing, they're like, nope, Arkham Knight, brand new character, not Jason. I'm like, it's clearly Jason Todd. Where he's like, come on, old man. I thought you were better than this. I'm like, that's Jason. That's Jason Todd. That's Jason Todd. Stop lying to me. It's Jason Todd.
It's not.
It is.
No.
Yes, it was.
Go buy Justice League. Kill the Justice League right now.
No. Oh, fuck you. Don't even bring... That game's not in continuity. I don't know what happened to
Kevin
it.
Conroy's last Batman.
Yeah, it's like, I'm so fucking evil. Fucking stupid. Hey,
and he kills himself.
get me. No, he doesn't kill himself.
Harley kills
Harley
him.
shoots him. Arkham City, really good. Great story. Great combat. Like, I replayed the ever-loving fuck out of this game over and over and over again.
We streamed this.
We did stream this. We did, like, spicy...
Yeah, every time one of us died.
Wings with, like, mild spicy... Like, we're like, none of these are hot.
They're gross. They taste so bad.
But, yeah, Arkham City. Really good, revolutionary for the just superhero genre in general. Great voice acting, great performances and stuff like that. Like, and that trailer was so good. This ain't no place for no hero. And it's just Batman gliding around. Just like the free roaming and stuff was so fucking cool. And Arkham City, or sorry, not Arkham City, Arkham Knight. Still today, like, I rag on that game because I didn't really like the Batmobile combat and stuff like that. Now I played it recently and I don't mind it as much, but when it first came out, I was like, fuck this. That game still looks fucking phenomenal.
Dude, it looks so good.
Like, it looks better than the fucking Suicide Squad.
I should
game.
play it on my fucking...
You should.
On my
like,
$30,000
the rain
computer.
effects and everything, like, it still looks like a modern gen fucking game. Now, when the first Arkham Knight port came to PC, apparently it ran like dog shit.
It did. It was so... That's why I'm saying, like, it was so critically panned, because it was, like, when it first came out, and why it has such a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, because most people were playing it on PC.
Yeah.
And it ran like dog shit.
Yeah.
People, like, couldn't play it.
The costumes were really cool and stuff, and the expansion was really cool. The one thing I don't like about this game is the Tim Drake Robin, because he fucking sucks in this, and he doesn't really act like Tim Drake. But besides that, yeah, I mean, no, it's really good. Lay the foundation for the Spider-Man games, other superhero games besides Suicide Squad, and yeah.
But it was a foundation for Gotham Knights.
No, it wasn't. Gotham Knights is not in that continuity.
I thought it was.
Nope.
Crazy.
That game is shit. Ooh.
So you know how you played Halo 3 last and Kingdom Hearts 2 first, all that? My first Metal Gear Solid game was the Phantom Pain.
Kojima's last.
Kojima's last and worst Metal Gear.
Is it the worst?
It's the worst because it's not finished. He was rushed to develop the game, and the last 3 missions are underbaked and are missing a ton of content.
I never finished it, so.
Because you're supposed to... Eli, who's supposed to be Liquid Snake, steals the... This is supposed to be Metal Gear Rex in the first Metal Gear Solid game that you play as Naked Snake. He steals it, and then nothing happens. The game just ends.
The game just ends.
But there was supposed to be
Metal Gear Survive, the one with the zombies that came after.
That was so good. That was such a good game.
Was it critically acclaimed?
And I think they tried to Kojima was trying to release one more episode because they were calling them episodes or chapters.
Yeah.
But he was never able to finish it. And that was supposed to be Snake going. I was supposed to be Venom Snake going after.
Yeah.
Eli to get the Metal Gear back.
Yeah, I never finished the game, and I didn't really care for the story. I was just like, I don't know any of these people.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
But it was so cool. I
remember there was a big controversy with Ground Zeroes was like charged a full price, right? And people were like,
it was $60 game for 2 hours.
For 2 hours, yeah.
It was a DLC. It was a glorified DLC.
Glorified demo, you could call it if we're being real.
Demo. That's what it is. Yeah, it was a glorified demo. But this game is like truly pinnacle fucking like open world RPG. World game.
That's what I like the most.
The open world, the ability for me and you to have 2 drastically different fucking playthroughs is crazy. Like I was talking to my coworker who loves Metal Gear Solid 2, and he was talking about the first mission you do where like you have to like kill or or you have to kill like a general in a base.
Yeah.
After playing through the game, I replayed that section, and instead of doing like, and I did it three different ways: stealth,
Mm-hmm.
full on assault,
Mm-hmm.
where I just had a bunch of my soldiers just fucking swarm the fucking thing,
Yeah.
and then third one was a sniper shot from like 3 miles away,
Yeah.
and getting a triple S on that was so cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, just the freedom, and I haven't. I don't think I've ever seen like a sandbox type game like this with like this much freedom since this game. Because this game lets you do whatever the fuck you want.
no, like this is.
Besides Breath of the
That's
Wild.
what I'm saying. Breath of
Yeah.
the Wild, like I feel like maybe took notes.
Yeah.
A lot of I would say this is like a definitive open world game. For, even though it wasn't finished, and there are a lot of things about this game in terms of story that people do not like.
Mhm.
I think for me, what I loved the most about this game was the fact that it was a good fucking game.
Yeah.
Like the freedom to do whatever the fuck I wanted in terms of like combat was such like it's just a breath of fresh air to play a game however the fuck you want, going however you want, doing whatever you want, and you know even just building your base with Snake was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I played a lot of the multiplayer, like playing like trying to invade other people's bases and steal their materials and then killing them. Like if you kill them, you get like a shit ton more XP and like and you can steal a bunch of people. You can kill their members
Yeah.
and make their base even weaker. So that way, when you invade them again, they're worse off than before. Like it was so fun. And you know, I did actually like some of the characters. Like I liked Quiet as a character, not because of her big ha-has and the fact
Her
that
bikini.
dude, that shit is so funny. So why'd you make her have a bikini? Well, she breathes through her skin, so it really wouldn't make any sense if she wore human like regular clothes.
So does Snake. Oh wait. Oh. Like literally. Yeah.
Like she literally breathes through
Yeah.
her skin. She's a plant.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Kojima said she's a plant.
Kojima's just one.
Dude, there's this funny part of one of the trailers where I won't show it now. It's gonna take too long.
Yeah.
Where like they do a zoom in of like these like villain scouts, and like it's just like you go through all of like imagine this is the camera, and like the camera just like goes through like just a close up of their titties. And like the titties are jiggling and shit, and then they just pan up to their faces, and I was like, why'd they do that?
I'm surprised.
like they're not even hot.
I'm surprised you picked this over Jack the Ripper.
Dude, I love Rising though too,
Yeah.
but I had to pick between the two, and I think with Metal Gear Solid, like this ultimately also like kind of made me want to get into filmmaking and like videos.
Yeah.
Because the trailers for these fucking this game,
It was just like Phantom Limb for the longest.
it was all that, and then also just like even after they came out with the
Phantom
original,
Mhm.
when they finally were like, yeah, it's a Metal Gear Solid game. Even after all that, the trailers still were like top tier like short films.
Yeah.
They are so good. The cinematics in this game are phenomenal. The camera work is phenomenal.
It's interesting when you put care into your marketing, like Halo and this.
Yeah. And Hideo Kojima
only-
edited every single video.
Damn. The only Metal Gear I finished, I played this, didn't finish it, was 3, so that's probably my favorite. I like 3 a lot.
I have still yet to play all the other games.
I
Other than
tried
Rising.
playing the first one. It's fucking
Doesn't hold up.
no,
It's hard.
no,
But-
very bad. Yeah, cool. You fucking asshole! You didn't.
I was
every
so
fucking stream.
successful.
You were
All
and now you're a
streams.
fucking failure. And I hope everybody knows.
Oh damn!
Are they
We
gonna
still got,
oh,
we still,
spoiler alert! No,
we still got some. We still got a ton of shit to talk about. Speed this up.
Yeah. Well, I could speed through this one. I had to choose one game, so Mega Man X, but everything up till like 5 or 6 are really good. It's when they get into like the PlayStation 2 era, like the 3D environments, is where it's really bad. But Mega Man X series, I like this one the best. I have both the collections. I've completed both the collections. The first Mega Man X is just a classic. It's just a literal perfect game, and just in game design, because you don't have annoying like tutorial shit where it's like Mega Man, if you want to jump, press the A button. It's like none of that bullshit. It just drops you right in, and you could. It gives you the freedom to play any base you want and stuff like that first, any villain you want first, and then get perks, and then you can follow certain guides online where it's like, here's how to complete the game the easiest. Attack this boss first, this boss, and you'll cheese through everything, and then they're like, here's the hardest way to do it, and stuff like that. And it's just like that kind of freedom, and just like the movement and stuff is just so fluid and fast. Like you can speed through the stages, or you can take your time with them. It just provides you a whole lot of freedom and stuff, and it's just like it's the definition, because I think this is the only platformer I have. It's like the definition of like good platforming, good basic platforming. Like you have a jump button, you have a shoot button, have at it. It's as simple as that, simple and clean. And it's got a good story behind it and stuff. Yeah, I mean that's all I have to say about it. It's hard to discuss because the story's not that complex. But yeah, no, I really love Mega Man X. And the Mega Man X armor just looks fucking sick. And not to mention, who we didn't add in our edgy board tier list, fucking Zero. Zero's the coolest motherfucker ever. You know, the one with the laser sword?
Yeah.
Dude, so in the first stage, you're like, oh man, I can't beat this final boss. What the fuck? And then Zero comes in and he's like, don't worry, baby girl, I got you. And he kills or doesn't kill, but defeats the boss in that. And he's like, this is like the prologue one before you get into like the main map where you can go into the different boss fights and stuff. And he's like, huh, you're not as strong as me yet, but you will be. And you're like, I want to be stronger than you. You're so fucking cool. Yeah, so it's good. It's good. And there is like the plot gets more complex as each one of them goes, but first one's just perfect. Like there's a whole robot evolution. There's a whole prequel anime.
That's awesome.
It's so sick. But yeah, no, this is great. And it's that perfect. It's Mega Man in the perfect early 2000s era. It's like the perfect amount of edge.
What a cool Mega Man looks there.
Yo, he's got like, I want to figure that so bad. Too bad any Mega Man merchandise is like $100 fucking dollars.
I used to have a Mega Man action figure.
Like a good one, or
like this one, like this version of him.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Don't know where it went.
We should do a tier list one day if we're really bored, or maybe I'll just do this, but of like the Mega Man box art. Have you ever seen the original Mega Man box art?
No.
Dude. It's so funny. But yeah.
Right. The Witcher.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, a valley of plenty. It's a good song.
It is a really good song. I just didn't think you would sing it. I didn't expect
I can sing the whole thing if you want.
Nope, I'm okay. Nope, it's all good, man. Appreciate it. The Witcher took me forever to play.
I've read like halfway through the books.
This is truly one of the best open world games. You'll see that a lot of my games are all open world.
I think that's got to be my next one after Mass Effect.
You need to play this game. This is like right up your fucking alley.
I know. It's like my fucking shit.
Dude, that looks fucking sick, the next gen update. Holy fucking shit.
Did I do the next gen update? Yeah, probably. Well, probably not. I haven't touched it.
But even then, the game still looks really fucking good.
And the fact that it's for Wii.
But The Witcher, I wrote a whole fucking essay about this game. It's really, really good. The characters are all phenomenal. The way you can truly change the world based on what side quests you do and how you complete a mission is just, it's really cool. It's really awesome. And the characters you'll get to love or hate. You know, I fucking where's this motherfucker? Fucking hate this guy. Fucking hate him. But Ciri, fucking loves Ciri. She's awesome. And then Geralt. Oh my god, fucking Geralt, dude.
Yeah.
Geralt.
His voice.
Geralt is so he sounds like he's chewing gravel.
Yeah.
He's so cool. He's such a cool guy.
He's one of the coolest fantasy protagonists ever.
He really fucking is.
Yeah.
Like he's so fucking cool.
Going to your Witcher.
And just
he's like
and the fact that these games are also like a continuation of the novel and
Yeah.
not adaptations. They take place right after the last book.
Yep.
And it's all because at the end of the, do you care about spoilers for the books or no?
Well, I know what happens.
Oh yeah, he gets fucking murdered at the end of the books, and then he wakes up at in the beginning of the first game and is like, "The fuck happened?"
Yeah.
And like he figures out all his memories and finally does The Witcher 3, and like he goes on this giant fucking grandiose adventure to find Ciri, and it's just awesome. And the gameplay's all right. I'm gonna be honest, it's not that
My
great.
problem is that for me, Geralt always felt too floaty. And you have to get used to it because a lot of these open box games, like they're very just like attached, but like he's very just like it's like a fluid motion. You gotta kind of get used to it.
Yeah, and
I will complete this game one day. Like it's like the reboot of God of War. It never clicked with me on my fourth try. I was like, finally, I got it.
This game is great for its story and the side quests.
And if you want bang for your buck, fucking long game.
Long fucking game. I think I beat this game in 70 hours.
So the best way to play
And there's
this,
also DLC that's really fucking
the best way I've heard to play this is not through the PC. Fuck that garbage. Is through the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, because it's cloud.
Yeah.
It's on the cloud.
It's on the cloud, which means
So,
it's really good.
It's great. So
You're paying to play.
I definitely recommend this. I definitely recommend you can play this game,
Yeah.
JJ. It's so fucking
I know.
good.
I'll play it after Mass Effect. I'm almost done.
Speaking of,
which, okay, so I have never played a Mass Effect game.
Crazy fucking
Which
shit.
is crazy because anyone who's ever met me is like, you would really be into Mass Effect. I'm like, I will get around to it. And I just never got around to it. I bought the original 3 on Steam. Then I bought the Legacy Edition on PlayStation. I'm like, I'm going to get around to these. Finally, one day, I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to play it.
Real quick, who'd you fuck? Did you fuck her?
No, I fucked Tal, the blue one.
The blue one. Nasty ass, bro.
What are you talking about?
Her, right?
I don't think that's her.
I don't know. I'm being racist now.
Yeah, no. Oh, you're saying they all look alike now?
Yeah.
Like I've fallen just to put into perspective how I've fallen in love with these games is like immediately after finishing the first one, I started the second one, and then immediately on Amazon, I'm like, I'm buying these fucking books. There's in-universe books, and there's a whole omnibus of the comics, which is like a complete collection for only like $20. I was like, all right, I'm going ahead because I love the universe because it's not. Sometimes it's like the perfect universe to get into because it's not too overcomplicated, but like the stuff you get in games is more than enough. But if you want to know more, like I spend a lot of time in the codexes just learning all about the alien races and stuff. And I haven't done that shit since like Skyrim. Like I just love the world and like the universe and how like just the whole concept of like humanity just discovered like space travel and like now they're getting into like galactic politics and they're too eager. Like the other alien races like, whoa, it took us like 200 years to like get to this place. You guys just arrived and you already want to be in charge of shit. Like let's pipe down there. And just like the alien race's rigid ways and like humanity's just like, but there's a problem and we should fix it now. And they're like, yeah, we'll fix it in like 100 years or so. It's like, what the fuck? And just like romances, which I feel like any game that's a 10 out of 10, like you automatically deduct a point if there's no romance.
Oh, we're gonna talk about a game of romance.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna talk about a game of romance.
Yeah. This one's not as complex, obviously, as social links and stuff like that. It's like if you talk to a girl, she might want to have sex with you. It's like nice. But yeah, just the romances and stuff is real, and the characters, like it's totally optional to talk to your crewmate. Like you don't have to talk to any of your crewmates, but after every single mission point, I always talk to my crewmates because like the side characters and everyone are just so interesting. I do customizable character, but I've also heard that the there's a male one that like standard default one and a female default one, and I heard the default female one, like the voice actress for that, is really good. But I just wanted to do customized one because I don't know. Makes me more attached to the character. Yeah. And the male default character looks ugly as fuck in game. But yeah, I've played on the Legacy Edition. I finished the first one great. So I finished the second one like yesterday, I think, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is one of my favorite games of all time."
It's
Just
just
like,
funny that he's put it on his fucking list.
yeah, like, well, that's why it's so low because it's literally like a new love. I'm like, oh, but like, it's really good at a third person shooter. It has very complex stuff, combat wise. But if you just want to do bare bones, hey, I want to shoot that guy over there, you can just do that as well. There's different classes where you focus on more biotechnical weapons, or just if you just want to shoot guns, you can just shoot guns. Like there's so much freedom in your play style kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy that this was like an Xbox 360 game, but like it still feels very modern and not dated in the slightest.
That's good. I have the legendary edition downloaded.
I would say definitely
try playing
when you want to sit down and just play like I would suggest playing all three in a row, honestly. Because that's what I'm doing because I'm really into it. Once you're like, all right, let me just start this bad boy, you're never gonna want to get off. So yeah.
Speaking of something we can't get off of. Oh fuck. I'll make this one quick because to be honest, zombies is very similar to Halo and Destiny.
Yeah.
This was how me and my cousin bonded. This is how me and my friends bonded. Zombies Chronicles just takes it to a whole other level where they bring back all the maps remastered, and it was fucking banger.
Mm-hmm.
This is truly like you want a good horde mode game. Chronicles is where it's at. The Zombies trilogy is where the Zombies Call of Duty Zombies is actually fucking amazing when it comes to their horde mode. Mm-hmm. It should be studied how good they did with zombies.
Which one is the one with the JFK one?
That is technically it's in this one too, but that one's
fucking awesome.
That is Black Ops 1.
Yeah,
that shit was so cool.
My favorite one.
They got the George Romero one too. Like they just do such a good fucking job with zombies.
Yeah, and it's a whole game within its. It's a game within a game.
It's a whole fucking like timeline too, dude. And there's so much lore you can learn about this game, and just everything that's involved with the characters and where they're at and all that bullshit. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. I recommend this game. I recommend Zombies. Like if you have Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and like I bought Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for $5 on Steam, and then I bought this for another $5. So I got a full ass game, and then can play Chronicles. Like it's just good. It's really
my favorite's World at War.
World at War's where it started.
Yeah.
And they bring back that map. They bring back.
I meant World at War just in general. That's
it's a really good game. I like Modern Warfare 2 though the most.
The original.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of games that, what the fuck were you saying before? I don't even remember now.
That are really good.
That are really good. Breath of the Wild. So we are on the ones that we both agree with. And JJ, we're gonna start with your second one. I just put Breath of the Wild randomly on my thing, but. Fuck. This is why I bought a Switch. And I played this game for 3 days straight.
Yeah. I didn't get it at first. I was like, Breath of the Wild sucks. I don't get this. I'm doing nothing. Like, whatever. And then I played it a second time and I was like, oh, I'm fucking
I get
addicted.
it.
I called out of work. I pretended to be sick. I was just like, I just need to spend all my time. It's just so crazy how, like, time just flies playing this game. You're like, okay, I just need this.
Dude,
this.
I would literally just boot up the game and run around for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything.
No, it's fun. It's just that fun. Just to glide, just to like the first thing I do in these types of games is like, all right, I'm gonna hit every single tower and like that I'm able to do without like freezing to death or overheating or whatever. I'm gonna hit every single tower and unlock every single tower. Like it's just that much fun. I think we have a common trend in this list, and we like to have complete control of what we want to do in video games. Like, whether that be Persona, you know, you can pursue anyone, or like, just like an open world, it's like, hey, go. Like, that's my, like, when I was in high school, I'm like, I just want to be told what to do and like just do the opposite.
I was the opposite.
Now, as I've grown up, I'm like, I don't, all right, let's wrap up the story real quick. I just want to fucking, I just want to get out there. My goobly goblin brain, sponsored by Nakey Jake, my goobly goblin brain, and just fucking go. You know. Mm-hmm. Besides Mass Effect, like the story is legit very interesting, and
I think like
I want to get wrapped up into the
with in high school and college, like early college, I was really into open world games. Now I'm more towards the the linear, just because like I don't have a lot of time.
Right. Yeah, that's my problem with Witcher
playing.
3. I'm like, I don't have 72 hours.
Yeah, like you just get so like with this open world game, like there's no like real quests to worry about.
Yeah.
But like you just see an area and you're like, I want to go there.
Yep. And you can. Yep.
And it's awesome.
Now, yes, graphically, they don't drink garbage. But art style wise, I feel like it kind of
it's a fucking Switch. You're playing on a toaster oven. Who gives a shit? The game is so fun.
Yeah. Just don't fucking emulate it.
Yeah, or you'll be fucking murdered.
Yeah.
Speaking of being murdered,
I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't come after that app.
You know what I've come after?
You'll never see it come.
Show me your persona.
Show me your persona.
Fuck
game
me.
Sucks.
This game is such dog shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna sound sappy as fuck. This game got me through COVID.
No, I could see that totally. This is like the perfect COVID game.
Yeah, this game, like this is before I made my Discord with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like without Persona 5, I wouldn't have had like quote unquote real human connections.
And more importantly,
we wouldn't have met.
We wouldn't have been friends.
Yeah, this game.
I was like, I hear you listening to Persona music. You playing Persona 5?
I'm like, yeah, I really like Persona, dude.
Just the character
these
designs.
are the best. These are truly my favorite.
And I'm an RPG
ever,
boy,
dude.
Yeah, I'm an RPG boy, and like Persona 5 is just the perfect RPG. Like, I don't think there's anything that even comes remotely close to it, honestly.
Really, like other than maybe like the other Persona games,
yeah.
Like in terms of how you
like
feel.
3 just came out, and I feel like 3 was really easy. Like,
it's
five. You get
to be
shit
fair.
on.
To be fair, that's the problem with the Persona games in general.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas has a big fucking problem with balancing.
Yeah, because
their personas.
Shin Megami Tensei 5, where it's like, fuck you.
You'll
dying.
never. I think they want these games to be more accessible because
Yeah.
they're a lot more like.
Mm-hmm.
They're
like I heard
marketing friendly.
I have Nocturne, Shin Megami
the hardest RPG
like,
ever
I barely
considered
got,
to be
like,
made.
3 hours in, I'm like, I fucking quit. I'm not doing any of this shit. Luckily it was on sale. I didn't pay full price. But yeah, man, just like the main protagonist. It's cool.
The fact that he has a fucking name instead of just, hey, you.
Yeah.
It's Joker. His name is, I can call him Joker.
Or, hey.
Like, I fucking hate when I'm like, I'm finishing up 3 right now, Reload. And like, the only time people will actually like address me by a title is Senpai.
Yeah.
Call me Joker, dude. Please, for the love of God.
Joker. However.
Nah, Morgana's alright. That's the thing.
I like Ryuji.
Dude, Ryuji.
Are you for real?
Like, this is why I want to do a tier list of all the characters.
Yeah.
Because every persona, like, every persona has, like, the best friend archetype.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 good ones.
Yosuke. Okay, good.
Yosuke and Ryuji. Junpei's a fucking jealous little fuck.
He's a fucking
I
loser.
do not like him.
I do like the fact that
like
you can
he's
romance his girl if you really wanted to, and then be the ultimate dick.
That would be so crazy if you could do that. I would love.
Just all that side plot,
so
and then
funny.
you're just like, I'm gonna fuck your goth girlfriend.
I'm gonna fuck your goth girlfriend.
And
like,
she's gonna die.
Ryuji's so fuck. He rides or dies for his friends, dude. I fucking love that.
And I just like the concept of the villains for this one, like how each palace is like based on pride or.
I gotta fucking move this real quick so we could see all our fucking characters, dude.
And just the
so
artwork. Like, I would buy an art book of Persona 5.
Fucking
the art direction is just on a different level.
The voice acting from all, especially with like dude and Ryuji, the voice acting they went hard for no fucking reason.
Best social links.
They have the best social links.
It's really hard to choose from who you want to date. Like, it's so
not even just who you want to date, who you want to talk to.
Yeah, I want to be friends with every single one of these motherfuckers.
Like,
Besides Futo, she fucking annoys the shit out of me. I fucking
Nah,
hate her.
Futaba, dude.
I
Futaba
hate
makes me
her.
so sad, dude.
I hate her.
She's
just
the
lonely,
perfect sister, bro.
autistic gamer girlfriend, and I'm like, I don't.
Whose
need
mother
that.
killed herself in front of her,
Well,
and
you
then
know-
was blamed by adults for her entire
Well,
life.
maybe she deserved it.
She was blamed for her mother's death, and she's the villain, and she's the bad guy.
As well, she should.
Dude, you know who? Goro Akechi is the ultimate rival villain, dude. He's so good.
He's so edgy. Did we put him on our edgy tier?
I don't think so. Maybe we did.
And just Royale is just such a definitive edition because of the fact that it adds another school term, right? It's like,
It adds the third term.
Yeah.
And then my favorite Persona social link is
The new girl.
Maruki, the villain at the end of part of the of let me see him. Maruki E5R Tato Maruki.
Oh, yeah.
Takoto Maruki. He is such an interesting fucking character because he's like everyone who uses the Persona abilities in the fucking universe have been just flat out evil.
Mhm.
Like you've got the Strega guys; they are fucking evil. Sorry for touching your toes. Relax.
More like crazy.
Like they're just evil for evil's sake. And then you go to Persona 4 and you first Adachi, and he's just evil for evil's sake, and he can use personas. And then Maruki is like, I wanted my crippled, dead fiance to come back.
yeah. Is that so bad, fam? Thieves and this.
And Joker's like, fuck. Like, yeah, as like a, because you also get to like, just like they do with Adachi in Persona 4, you get to do a social link with Maruki, and you learn about him as a character through all of it. And like that's why like in Persona 4, you can choose to side with the villain.
Yeah. The equivalent to that one, that social link for 3 for me was the sick guy on the bench. Do you know that one?
Yeah, the sun.
Yeah,
Arcana.
like that amount of like kind of like, god damn.
Yeah, and then it turns out he might be a fucking velvet room attendant based on how he dies.
Yeah.
But Maruki just is like, he's such a good villain. He's such a cool, not a villain, an antagonist, because he just has drastically different views on how to use the metaverse compared to the protagonist.
Yeah, and even though these games are very quote unquote linear, you still feel a lot of freedom to do anything. It's like, if you want money, you got to get a job, you got to get them on certain days. If you want to date this girl, you got to meet her on these certain days.
This game is
like.
I don't agree that this game is
it's freedom.
Is freedom.
It also teaches you time.
It is
management.
It is. You only have a certain amount of time with these characters.
Yeah.
Either make good use of it or come back in New Game Plus.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people do. They play the game like normal, do their own thing, and then they come back on New Game Plus. That's what I did. I played the game like normal, and then after I got all of my my stats up to I think level 5 in Persona 5 it is. Once I did that, I pretty much ran with a guide through all of the Persona social links to make sure that I become best friends with every single character. Because I didn't finish my social links with Yusuke at the end of my first playthrough. So I couldn't even.
That's why you gotta do the multiple saves. Always do the multiple saves.
No, but I just didn't have
so
enough.
You can start off.
No, but I wanted to like get to know Goro Akechi and Kasumi because I knew that'll get me to the new game, to the third semester. But then I also had to up my, depending on like certain skill levels you're at on like your social stats. If you didn't have a certain social stat, you couldn't hang out with certain characters.
Yeah.
So now I have to go out and do this bullshit like eat a fucking burger and prove my confidence, my courage.
For your courage.
So stupid. So yeah, dude,
Keep eating burger.
these are our favorite games, guys.
Yeah.
We love these games so much. out of all of these, JJ, I'm guessing Persona 5 is your favorite.
Yeah, it goes in order. So Mass Effect.
I would say Persona 5 is my favorite out of these games too.
Yeah, because you only played it like 4 times.
Yeah, I have 300 hours in the game.
Yeah.
I replayed it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want to beat Lavanza.
I haven't
want to
finally
beat
on my
her so
Switch
bad
now, but I fear because my girlfriend's always just like, all you want to do is play video games. If I start Persona 5, I'm not stopping.
That's so true, though.
Yeah, it is true. Especially if it's portable. Like, when it's just you on that PlayStation, it's like, all right, I think I should really go to bed. But, like, literally with Persona 5 on the Switch, you're just walking around.
That's my problem with my phone. Like, I can play Persona 3 through the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
As long as, like, the save isn't fucked up, which has been happening a lot. But, JJ...
all the games suck, really.
Dude, video games are garbage.
Yeah.
You're never going to own a real game anyways, so might as well stop playing them.
It's true. You don't own anything now.
You own nothing. You don't even own media.
Yeah.
You dumb, stupid idiot
Speaking
slut.
of physical media that I just bought, Iron Claw. Got the Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
Do it.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe we should watch it one day, you and me.
So we can cry together.
Yeah.
Like grow closer and maybe